Well, a 3-month-old boy is dead. His father is accused of killing him. Kevin King, charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter. Jennifer Lukey joins us live in Fort Edward right now. And Jen, our investigators saying what they think caused King to snap.
Well, Greg, right now we know that Kevin King was home alone with his baby son yesterday when the baby's mother was out running errands. When she got back, she noticed that the baby was injured, and she and Kevin King brought the baby to the Glens Falls Hospital. When it got there, it was in such bad condition, the little boy was, that it was airlifted to Albany Med, where he died last night. Now, investigators believe that Kevin King was sparked off after playing a video game and getting frustrated.
That's what makes me mad.
Terry McRae is a longtime friend of Kevin King.
I just can't believe it happened. Like, seriously. And me knowing Kevin and me knowing Alex, and they were so happy, like, when they brought the baby home. They were so happy. So happy.
But on Sunday, something went terribly wrong. While the baby's mother was out running errands, King stayed home with 3-month-old Brett.
He was playing his video game, and he got mad and threw the baby on the floor.
According to court documents, King is alleged to have picked up the baby boy by his torso, shook him, and then threw him down on the carpeted living room floor.
I think he just got overwhelmed right there in the heat of the moment, and unfortunately the baby was right there.
Police say King first tried giving false stories about how the baby got hurt, but none of them were consistent with his injuries. Eventually, they say the father confessed.
It's difficult to comment on remorse when a person gives one set of circumstances and then, it takes a while to get to the truth. So I guess it's difficult to make that assessment.
Anytime there's a baby dead, it's a terrible case for the police to handle. It's a terrible case for the public to see. It's, we pray for the families and the children and hope it doesn't happen.
Now, Kevin King was arraigned here at the village court today. He was remanded to the Washington County Jail without bail until his next court hearing on Thursday. There were other children in the home, we're told, and those kids and this whole situation has been investigated as well by the Child Protective Services Department. They are now still with the mother. And again, police do not believe that she had anything to do with this, that she simply came home, saw how badly her baby was injured, and brought him right to the hospital, Greg.
So again, according to police, a variety of stories that were told, but this final one about being frustrated with a video game that he allegedly gave police, they do think that's the case, just frustration out of not playing well in a video game.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're not getting too much into the motive. We just know that he was playing video games before this happened. That's what investigators say. That's what his friend in that story you just saw said. That's the story that seems consistent. And he was giving them multiple stories yesterday. And what the investigators said was that the stories didn't match the child's injuries until this last story, in which case he said that, he had picked up the baby, shook it, and then sort of tossed it down, and that was consistent, they say, with the injuries. But there is an autopsy being conducted right now on the baby to see exactly what the cause of death was, but they do believe this last and final story.
All right, so hard to fathom. Thank you very much, Jennifer Lukey, reporting live for us tonight. Doris?